Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me, as always, is Ben.
I fucking tricked you. I'm not ready to talk about Sailor Moon. Fuck that. I'm ready to talk about Rhett Butler and only Rhett Butler. The true hero of this batch of episodes.
He's so good.
Dude, when the fucking tuxedo mask theme kicks in and it's the fish, like that cartoon fish skeleton, and I'm like, they fucking wouldn't. And it cuts, and I'm like, we're gonna have a tuxedo mask cat, and it's just fucking Rhett Butler.
It's just this big green cat.
Fucking wonky cat. Oh my god. I was losing my mind. That episode was so far above all of these other episodes. It's incredible.
It's the best episode of Sailor Moon. IMO.
Like,
it's so
pretty
fucking funny.
Pretty handily so far. Like, the animation was doing cool stuff. That was also the one where we got like that 10 out of 10 scene with Mercury and Jupiter, right?
Well, yeah,
I'm not crazy.
Sailor Moon,
well,
where they're
like,
they're in the alleyway, and they're all trying to use their abilities and like on top of each other.
Yeah.
Usagi gets kicked in the face.
God, there was so like that episode was fucking packed. It was great.
No, like you open up and it's like Luna is being chased by this fucking cat horde.
Yeah. Just so many. There's like a little kitten on her tail or whatever.
Yeah, there's a little pink kitten just like chomping down.
It's locked.
The view of like, you get that one shot where it's like a fucking vortex above her as like all the cats peer down, and then she has like fucking she's like got her fucking paws on her cheeks like, oh no.
Yeah. God. No, that shit was pristine.
Fucking Rhett Butler jumps down, picks up Luna by her fucking collar.
Yeah.
Fucking jumps on top of a fence, then falls over
into the manhole, like
into the trash, and then like lands on a manhole cover, and then, like it tilts.
Yeah.
And all the cats are like, oh, and then it flips all the way over. So they escape.
As soon as the little girl said that the cat's name is Rhett Butler, and then is it Usagi who's like, he doesn't look like Rhett Butler? I fucking lost I'm like, am I crazy? Like, what? And then I forget later on, I think it's also Usagi. She's like, it's just like Gone with the Wind. And I'm like, what's happening? Oh my god.
It's just like Gone with the Wind, Ben.
It's just like Gone with the Wind. I actually, I don't think I still have
the romantic tale of our times.
Yeah. Yep. That's
the fucking Rhett Butler giant face in the sky at the end.
That was,
And
I
then it
mean, that's
blushes.
fucking, yeah. And Luna's like, hey, now.
It's like, did you save me? Did you get hurt for me? He's got a little cut on his arm. He's like, do you have a crush on me or something? And the cat fucking just blushes.
That little sound. Meow. Hey, now. Oh my god. I love it so much.
Fucking the fact that the episode is just named Luna's Worst Day Ever.
Oh, dude. It's pretty good. I was so hyped when I saw that title. I was like, fucking finally, just give me a cat episode. And then it turned out to be 11 out of 10. I'm like, the prophecy has come to pass.
The prophecy's been...
this batch, I mean, it didn't have the same shit. There were some spots where like I couldn't bring myself to get over some of the plot stuff. I find like whatever, it's we're not dealing with like intricacy. So really it's like the Clark Kent Superman stuff, right? Like that stuff I was just like, oh my God. Like, who is this person?
It's magic. They have magic that disguises their identities, okay?
Fucking
suspend
whatever.
your disbelief.
I had so much trouble suspending my disbelief. But I was never outright like fucking offended like I was by the end of the last batch. Like I wasn't like, wow, this is awful. And I did look up I'm going to take it as fact with the tuxedo mask Sailor Moon ages thing not being like 4 years. That was a big help. That was a weight off my mind. And like after that I kind of like allowed myself to like click into stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to like generalize, but this like is these are a bunch of teenage girls like trying to catch their crush or whatever. Like with Motoki. Motoki. Yeah, there it is. Like when Usagi and Mako are cooking for him or whatever, they're like they have their rivalry.
He's like, he's just like totally willing to let these high school girls clean his entire apartment.
Yeah, like it's just fucking wild.
He's like, I mean, if you want to, that's fine. Bye. I got shit to do.
Dude, like, man, little hypocritical though. Imagine if the genders are swapped. Got a fucking creepy ass Umino rolling into young college girl's house, fucking sniffing her coffee mug. That shit that's no good. Creepy ass girls.
No good.
True. Sniffing a half drank cup of coffee, being like, oh, it smells like him. I was just like, come on, guys.
They're pretty pathetic.
And then I remembered like my unfortunate like 14-year-old self, and I was like, yeah, I was also thirsty. Never mind. Like, so I like definitely that shit was all like coming
speaking
together.
To the people.
Yeah. Like, it's I think I've come around to a little bit because I saw it in like a string of things at once. A reference to like the indirect kiss sort of thing, right? That I feel like a lot of anime manga love to play up. And like,
oh yeah,
I fucking get it. I also had that thought. I didn't go like full cringe with it as a kid, but like I've definitely been there. But
it's definitely I was kids up in their own head.
I was definitely just more vibing with everything, I suppose. Because it's like, it's just kids.
Sure.
There were no weird ass adults in the in the mix. Like when Usagi is, well, I guess Sailor Moon technically is crying about like not wanting to fight, and I'm like, yeah, that fucking tracks. Like I would want to do that shit. 14? No thanks. Yeah. Where do you want to?
There is the scene of Motoki and Mamoru, where Mamoru's like, "Hey, you have a girlfriend. Why do you have all these girls like fighting for your attention?" He's like, "I'm not gonna fucking date them. They're fucking middle school. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And Mamoru's like thinking that he remembers that he's been dating Ray, and he's like, "Oh no." What am I doing with my life?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, it's on the, it's, yeah.
No, yeah. Nope.
It's on the, look, I'm accepting that dude is 17.
Uh-huh.
And that helps.
Mm-hmm. It's not great.
It's not great, but it's at least like at the line instead of like firmly over it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Makes the difference. I totally forgot. I forgot that like we started out this batch with Sailor Jupiter showing up, and holy fuck, she's like the coolest one by far. Except the part where she's like simping for the senior who broke her heart, but like whatever.
She shows up, she beats up a bunch of adult men, and then she gets mad at video games. She's the best.
Yeah, dude. She's giant. She's super huge. Dude,
She's so much taller than everyone else.
I got the exact experience. Anya thought it was hilarious that like she's actually like 2 or 3 inches tall, like 2 inches taller than Jupiter. I was like, what? Like, she was so tall though. I'm like, yeah, and you're taller. Basically a giant in that universe.
Fucking these Japanese schoolgirls are like really short.
Yeah.
Like really short. She fucking like throws her fucking earring when she's fighting Nephrite just as a normal human.
Yeah, dude.
Before she's become Jupiter.
Dude, like, she's ready to fucking
take you.
Like, she's ready to throw down. Even
Hell
like,
yeah.
does she throw the monster as a human as well? She does something crazy. I'm like, this chick is just normal right now. Like, doing okay. That's insane. No, she's like the coolest by far. Also, her fucking I think Ray's like fire soul whatever attack is maybe slightly cooler because I think the little antenna for the lightning is kind of derpy, but like
yeah, the way their Ray's fingers shake is just too good.
Yeah, and like the
like
the
just you
launch.
feel the power
like
being summoned.
It's hard to beat.
But Supreme Thunder is very good.
Supreme Thunder is super cool. I love the phrase, like Guardian of Jupiter, like call down on whatever. I forget exactly how it goes.
Bring the lightning.
Yeah, I just get hype every time, and the lightning effects are cool as shit. It's a good delivery. I just
think of for some reason every time it's like I hear like Jack Black in my head going, "Bring the thunder."
I mean, I couldn't stop. The show fucking did it to me. I can't not hear Usagi going like Supreme Sunday. Like every time she says it now, like I hear it. So good. That shit was great. There was another. Oh, right. Yeah. With this batch on the note of attacks, holy shit, Mercury's is just so bad. It actively triggers me. Like
it's not offensive. It's not an offensive move.
The attack itself is like whatever, you know, it's fine. But like her saying bubble and then waiting like 3 full minutes before doing the rest of the thing, it just gets me. I'm like, how many seconds of my life am I waiting? I could have made a sandwich in this time. I don't know why. It irks me. There's too much pause.
For me, it's more like how many fights do you have to have where like it gets foggy and the villain doesn't know where they are.
Yeah. And I just
every time.
And I just think like Sailor Moon stuff is whatever. I haven't seen enough like so far Venus's stuff has been decent, but I need to see a little bit more. But so far it's tilting towards 3 cool attacks to 2 bad ones. So that's nice. We hit the ratio.
When you said it was like dead even cool and bad attacks, I was like, you know, Venus's Crescent Beam is kind of like exactly mid.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like here we got
But
like,
I honestly think it's not as good as the Tiara attack. So
well, see, that's why I need to wait a little bit because like we saw her and then we just got like story stuff, and the only time she attacked, she made people bleed. So like, it's a clear advantage.
Fucked up Nephrite's wrists.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, she's like, you know, we've seen her being super cool, so we'll
But
see.
you see what I mean about like she's introduced here and they spend no time to give her a character.
Zero time. She's just there.
She's just here now.
I now understand, like, even when Ani was like, when I was asking Ani about it, and she was talking, and like, you know, the emotion you had while watching the show, like, initially comes back a bit, and she was like still confused. She's like, she just shows up, and like, she has a cat, and she's blonde. Like, why? I'm like, I get it. If I had not,
Why did we
this shit? Like,
Yeah. Why is this just another main character? Except there's no story about her.
dude, I lost my.
It
was too far. It was too far for me when she rolls up to the shrine. And everyone's like, "Who are you?" Meanwhile, me seeing a single silhouette on the very edge of the limits of human sight. I see a silhouette and a tiny white dot next to it, like a tiny pixel in the real on the edge of my sight. And I'm like, oh shit, it's that must be Artemis and the girl who was actually Sailor Venus. The white cat. The cat should have given it away, man. Ridiculous. Losing my mind.
Minako is her name.
Right. I'm still terrible with the
Yeah,
names.
we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I need like 15 episodes per name. Is like the minimum. And then the stuff with like the stuff with Tuxedo Mask and like finding out his identity was just fucking hilarious because of like how long it took and how they dragged it out. Like I found it funny more than anything. Like I don't know. It was good. It like the reveals and the sequences they had like were still very good.
Yeah.
That was cool shit. But
It's definitely a thing of like, you know, there's a manga that's probably like perfectly well paced. And this anime is fucking cramming in story arc after story arc.
Yeah.
Or like just arc after arc of Monster of the Week stuff to as that manga's like coming out or whatever.
No, that shit was like
Or whatever.
I don't know. Usagi being like, "How do you know about the rainbow crystals?" I'm like, "Yeah,
that
fucking
fucking
wondered."
elevator ride was so funny. She's like, he gets all the way through Maru talking about the rainbow. He needs the rainbow crystals to restore his memories, and she still hasn't put together these Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah, dude. And she's like, "Why do you care about the rainbow crystals? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, though." And I'm like, "Please."
Oh,
that shit was funny.
I find it. I like it when she's like, I could protect my identity, or we could die. She's like, okay, I'm just gonna turn to Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
like just like she thinks through it of like, here are my options.
That was
that
was pretty good. I do like how after she is revealed to be the princess, and I completely fucking forgot that her name or previous name or whatever was Serenity. That like came like I knew I had known that at one point, but I completely had forgotten.
Princess Serenity.
I do like that she doesn't give a shit. Like right after that, when she's like, I don't want to be a princess. I just want to like, I'm Usagi. Like that shit was, that was just such a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
she just doesn't want to see her fucking friends all get murdered.
Yeah. No, it's, I mean, fucking understandable. She just wants to eat those rice buns, man, with meat and sweet beans over top.
Man, when she's like, when her and Ray are fighting, and then she's like all upset, and she eats the rice bun. She's like, "Wow, these are great. I'm gonna take these to Ray."
When she's upset, and Luna's like, "Wow, these rice buns are really good," and she has like one in her mouth, and it's all cute and stuff.
Yes. Yeah,
It's
Luna
so
does
good.
play that perfectly. Finally, Luna understands Usagi. The way to her heart is through her stomach.
This is how a middle schooler should spend her days. Fucking 2 ice cream things. One
God,
in each hand.
Usagi double fisting ice cream cones.
Her
Just
face
like
is
ice
just
cream
a-
all over her
just
face.
just a fucking
and then
mess.
and then seeing like another Sailor Moon and getting all sad.
She's crying.
Fucking just bursting into tears with like ice cream all over her face.
God,
What a legend. What a legend.
too good. Umino, tuxedo Umino mask is fucking like incredible in concept. Umino,
He just
what are
has
you,
no chill.
What are you wearing? I'm not Umino. I'm tuxedo Umino mask. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Ben, you fucking simpleton. I'm Benjamin Mask. Whoa.
He just, you tell him a thing and he just can't not go all out,
I actually really liked that episode, maybe for what it I don't know that like the target demographic would be picking up on it, but like what I noticed was that Naru actually seemed to really enjoy Umino's company when he was just being himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the beginning, they're like trading food and like it seemed really cutesy, and I kind of thought that they would like end up going towards that as like a bit of a moral or whatever. But then it's like, nah, Naru saw what she thought was Umino fighting, and she's like, wow. As she's
it's both,
going
right?
crazy from oxygen loss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, it's like a bit of both. But
Yeah.
I was just I picked up on that, like they showed, when he's just being fucking normal. But of course, as a kid, it's like, no, dude, you gotta be cool. You gotta do this. You gotta do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
like,
given bad advice and he takes it in a bad way.
yeah, takes it to the
Be like Tuxedo Mask. Oh, you mean I need to be Tuxedo Mask? Okay.
be tuxedo mask.
No, it's take inspiration from him, not
Take
fucking start calling yourself
clothes.
Umino Mask and
Umino
wearing
mask
his
is
shit.
too fucking good. I just can't get over like Umino mask is like it's just fucking incredible. And him being like, I'll transform. Thank you for not wearing the outfit. It's in my backpack. Just fucking prepped.
He's got to be ready to henshin, man.
You know what? I just saw it. It completely. My problem is that like these maybe because it's like episode of the week stuff kind of deal, like enemy of the week. Like they just I very quickly forget like in my short term memory or whatever. But then like as soon as I see like a word, I'm like it all comes flashing back. Holy shit! The priest boxer episode.
That was the pun.
Yeah.
That was the pun I was talking about. I'm not a bokushi. I'm boxy. The fucking boxer.
Yeah. No, that was fucking. What?
I'm king of kings.
I'm king of kings. Wow.
Lovely punch.
Dude, that shit was so good.
The crowd cheering and it just is showing you all the gravestones.
Oh, dude, yeah. Word pans. Oh my god.
His belt, that's the bell, and it fucking rings
Yeah,
before he
dude.
starts fighting.
Oh, that shit was incredible.
Boxy, knockout Sailor Moon. Sailor's like, wait, I'm not a fucking boxer. Well, how is this happening? What is going on?
And then
She's just
even when he, oh yeah, like, and she fucking weakly has her fists up, like she's gonna fucking box. And then him turning back into the priest was also good. where it's like super overdone. I forget what quote he says, like "Thou shalt love one another," whatever the hell, something.
He's now
And
he's now like Gandalf the White.
Yeah. It like goes totally like surpasses his old weaker priest self. It was so fucking good. Just such a good enemy.
So, there were 2 Ikuhara episodes in this set. Guess which 2 they are?
I mean, I had already seen one. Yeah, because it's
I'll just tell you. If you're not gonna guess.
I mean, my problem is I'm looking at the fucking episode and I can't. Oh no, wait. Okay, I got my lines on Wikipedia confused. Yeah, so he did the boxer one. Yeah. Well, I happen to be looking at it. I do not.
Gotcha.
I don't see the other one, but like it has to be the cat one, right?
It's the cat one.
Like that's the only other one that fucking stood out that I could.
Yeah. He did a Rhett Butler episode and the boxer episode in this set.
Incredible. Just outstanding track record.
Uh-huh. Out here making good cartoons. What can I say?
Dude, that's what like I was kind of thinking like I thought about it a little bit when Usagi was like, I don't want to fight, I just want to be Usagi. I'm like, I mean, make them all just forget about fighting and turn it into a slice of life thing with shenanigans and fun animation. I'll watch or something. I don't think that would be as fun because some of these monsters were also fucking good. But I actually this batch of monsters, we had some great ones, but on the whole, like I found them to be more interesting. Mm-hmm. Maybe because we had like the whole rainbow crystal thing, right? So it was like the people turning into a monster that more reflects their shit. So like what the hell was his name? Crane Game Joe.
Crane Game Joe.
Yeah, dude, classic name. He turned into more like a video game type thing, right? Or he had like a blaster.
Yeah, he had like attachments on his.
Yeah. So like those, I thought the designs were like just cooler in this batch.
They weren't just all evil ladies.
Yeah.
They had more theming.
Yeah.
There was Grandpa turned into Gigi.
That was the one where I when the transformation happened, I was like, you know what? These have been like bangers for monsters. I'm digging it. It's good
He's
shit.
Fucking cross-eyed.
Yeah, dude.
He just yells Gigi constantly.
That was the thing. I also love how they all just had Pokemon stuff where they just say their own name. That was great.
The part when fucking he's like grabbed Ray by the neck and she's like, this is usually the part where like you feel like your heart inside and you hesitate a bit, and then he just like sharpens his claws and immediately stabs, like does not soften his heart.
Yeah.
Even though she's not wrong, like a bunch of these, like fucking Rhett Butler does not attack fucking anybody.
Yeah. God, Rhett Butler though. That Rhett Butler also saying meow fresh.
Oh my god. Meow fresh was such a good payoff to the refresh thing.
Yeah.
Of just like everyone says refresh and ideally you're holding up your arms. Like I think there's like that one woman doesn't do it, but everybody else. Matoki's girlfriend, but everybody else holds up there for the refresh, and then fucking Rhett Butler saying meow fresh, and he's holding his little paws up.
Yeah,
so
that
good.
Was top tier.
Meow fresh.
Man, also Usagi just being savage in the Rhett Butler episode. With that little girl, she's like in her bed, they're all like worried about the monster, the crystal, all this other shit. And Usagi's like, oh shit, is that Sailor V the video game? Or, yeah, no, Sailor V.
Yeah, the home console.
Yeah, she's just fucking, she plays it. They cut back and
Yeah.
she's just fucking playing it. So
I
good.
mean, they show up late to the Rhett Butler scene, and Jupiter and Ami are like, it definitely was. We're not late because Usagi was playing video games. That definitely isn't why we're late.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah,
it sound like that is why they're late.
Mercury's like, seriously, like, it wasn't because she was playing video games, it was because I didn't recognize it, blah, blah, blah. And Jupiter be like, yeah, totally. Just, and Usagi's like,
He's like, please stop.
please don't.
You're not helping. You make it
Fucking-
sound worse.
I think you took a screenshot of it where Ray does the pose. Yeah, and Luna's like, consider the situation before you start posing.
Yeah.
So good.
Because Ray's like, oh, fucking Nephrite's trying to get in the way of these cats' true love. That's what he's after.
Yeah. The love of beasts, that is.
The love of beasts. Nephrite is the fucking rat king.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
God, those little cute mice, little puffballs that are like a fucking wave.
Yeah, they're like a fucking hive mind bullshit.
He just gets like swallowed up, but then like it just swarms out and it like turns into a pillar in front of Luna and Rhett Butler, and then he's just the fucking eye hole opens.
Yeah.
It's just Nephrite's eyes looking out.
God, it's so good.
I also love how hilarious a meme the Tuxedo Mask bit in that episode is. Cause he like throws the rose at Nephrite and Nephrite's like, and drops the rainbow crystal, and then Tuxedo Mask just like scoots down, picks it up, and leaves.
Yeah.
Just like immediately takes off with it.
There was
It's so fucking funny.
There was some good tuxedo bits. I think he had another like super. Maybe it was that one. I don't know. He had one where he literally like, I'm doing this. Goodbye, and he just fucking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, it's this was good shit.
We've got Nephrite as evil Sailor Moon, stopping a bank robbery like a normal superhero.
I love that. I mean, it's not like it was hard to miss or anything, but I love the conversation where they're all roasting Usagi, and they're like walking by the pipes, and they're all framed in the pipes and shit. That stuff was good, but just also them being like, "Wow, yeah, there's no way that was Usagi." Like, can you imagine if she was like that? Like, this would be so much easier.
Usagi's like, I'm gonna fucking get a fucking sewer ass. Like when she's like, take out like a attack on a trademark or whatever.
Don't recall that bit.
When she's like right before when they're going to the docks, like where they end up finding her like strung up.
Yeah.
It's like what Usagi says that makes everybody like half fall over in that one screen grab I took.
Oh, where they're all like chibi?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't remember the quote.
Yeah, she's like bad about the trademark infringements. That's what she's saying.
Oh yeah, I do remember. I didn't remember the exact phrasing, but yeah, something like her brand or whatever. I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I don't remember the phrase either. I am blanking.
Yeah, the idea though, I gotcha. Man,
We get Nephrite's big gay death.
that was yeah. What was so we talked a little bit on just like texting on Discord about like the gender swaps that the dub pulled. Who did they swap?
Nephrite, they made a woman.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
And there's there's a character that shows up at like episode 128 that also got swapped.
Yeah. So you
And that's the one that's like so feminine that I'm like, maybe that character just should have been trans, and calling them a woman is like actually more right. I don't know, but I'd have to watch it.
yeah.
But like that character is just like, constantly wearing dresses and is incredibly femme.
Yeah.
Where Nephrite's just a little bit femme.
That's
and dresses
like
up as Sailor Moon that one time as a disguise.
See, and that's like what I had read like long before we ever started this. Just like, oh,
but like to be clear, they're changing him to a woman because they're of homophobia.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
100%
no. Yeah. Because that was the whatever thing I read mentioned the same thing. Like, man, maybe this like actually circled back for the one character.
Yeah.
But I had no idea about them.
But the funniest thing I read was the Swedish dub also changed Nephrite to a woman, but they just fucked up. They just made a mistake.
Oh, they like it was unintentional.
Yeah, they didn't adapt the whole. They didn't like get all the way through the series. So,
oh, that's fucking amazing.
They just fucked up.
That's pretty great. Dude, some of Nephrite's shit in this was pretty funny because his screams are just like 10 out of 10. Like, you know what? I was actually trying to think earlier. I'm like, there was some bit that was like, I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but I laughed. Like, I actually laughed out loud. And it was when, it's Queen Beryl, right?
Yes.
Queen Beryl?
Correct.
Yeah. The big bad, well, the bad above her, I guess, is Queen Metalia? Metalia?
Metalia? I think so.
Sure. When Queen Beryl was like, you tried to fool me and kill Tuxedo Mask, and I didn't want that. Meet your fate. And she like blasts him, and fucking Nephrite's like, wah! Gets blasted back. I was not expecting it. So it was supposed to be like this big thing, and I was chuckling.
But it was this big death scene.
But it was like that all that shit was good though. How is his name pronounced? Zoite? Zoisite? Zoisite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. I mean, their shit was pretty solid.
Yeah,
I don't really care about Zoisite that much, but like, we just haven't seen much of him, I guess.
Yep. That's true. You mean yeah, Zoisite's the one we have been seeing, and then Kunzite is the one we haven't.
Wait. Which one's Kunzite?
Zoisite. Kunzite's green hair.
Kunzite's green hair. Which one's Zoisite?
The one who died. The one who's been the villain this whole time.
Oh, we've been referring to him as Nephrite, haven't we? Or I have.
Yeah, Nephrite was last.
Nephrite was last season.
arc.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
well, Zoisite and Nephrite.
I realized her mistake.
Whatever. Fucking choose a different
They're all
naming
ites.
convention.
It's all barrels.
Boys. I'll be fucking.
The boys are all ite.
Jesus Christ. The boys are all right. God damn it. Unbelievable.
Ben, we got answers. This set of episodes.
Here's the thing. I wasn't asking questions. Like, that was a lot of explanation for something I just am not here for. Oh, it's... What the fuck is Tuxedo Mask's name? Prime Meridian?
Endymion.
More like Endymion. I mean, it's whatever. It's fine, but I'm just like, man, I don't care. Fight more bad guys. Do the thing. Fucking
Do the thing.
eat. Double fist ice cream cones again.
Double fist ice cream cones again. True.
Like,
True.
this is what I'm here for, man. It's like I
Kind
kind
of
of
tragic past though.
I don't get tragic past. Whatever.
They were all on the moon 1,000 years ago, and everybody died.
Look,
They're all
wanted
reincarnations of moon people.
if I wanted decent fucking stories about interactions between the past, the Earth, and the moon, I would go to Turn A Gundam again. But like, I kind
Johnny
of
is so good.
yeah. I mean, that's what I literally was thinking. Like, man, moon people have been done better though.
Usagi finds out Luna's from the moon, and she's like, "Is it true? There's a rabbit up there making motion."
Dude, right? Yeah.
And
just
I'm like, "Yes, his name is Monster Carrot. Goku put him there."
It's all coming together. No, I kind of
Took his power pole to the moon, dropped him off.
I kind of realized that, like, I felt a bit the same with this batch that I did watching Bubblegum Crisis a little bit, where I'm like, man, I just want, like, way more character interaction. But in Bubblegum, like, the fights were so kick-ass and just, like, tight because budget and more constrained runtime overall. But, like, I just want, like, I want some slice of life episodes. I want a little bit of filler.
We gotta have a fight every episode
Yeah,
because we're Toku. Tokusatsu.
Can the fight be about, like, who gets the last cream puff or something? I'd be there for that.
Potentially, I guess. I don't know. I think there has to be a monster every week. Unless it's like a climactic episode or something.
Can the monster be Umino Mask? The episode is them having an intervention.
I mean, Naru was supposed to be the monster, right? But Nephrite missed.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Zoisite missed.
Ite 2 missed.
Zoe. That's what
Zoe.
that's what he says. When he does his
Right.
he uses
Yeah.
the Dark Crystal.
It's Pokemon tactic.
Uh-huh. Zoe.
That always fucking gets him. If I'm in a fight as I'm about to throw a punch, I'm gonna be like, Ben Punch.
Lovely punch.
Ben Lovely. Lovely Ben Punch. Ben Lovely Punch?
Uh-huh. I'm king of kings.
Too good.
It's so fucking funny.
I remember, so I had forgotten, you like showed me that scene a while back, or maybe linked in the Discord for everyone or something. I forget.
Yeah.
But I remember you linking it at some point. And then I remember you said, like, oh yeah, the dub for this episode would be like worse because this batch would be especially worse because there's like that episode with a lot of English, and I had completely forgotten about it. Man, I was not expecting like this amount, and I had completely forgotten about that whole deal. God, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, there was someone on Twitter I saw who was watching Sailor Moon, and like we've gotten to those episodes. Was posted that clip, and that was like what motivated me. I was like, we have to fucking do Sailor Moon.
Gotta get this shit.
That was what remotivated me.
Yeah.
In addition to the Sailor Moon podcast I listened to, has moved on to the Toku thing, and I started that, and I was like, oh, I need more of this. I need to look deeper.
Hell yeah.
Into this, because this is very fun. Anyway, yeah, that was just a good set of episodes, man.
Yeah, dude, it was solid. It was a fucking good time. Rhett Butler really carrying the whole thing, though. For how good it all was, like when you're the best of the best, like that's just how it be.
Look, that's why it's on my last watch through. That's why I stopped, because I got to Rhett Butler. I'm like, it's all downhill from here.
I mean, that's an understandable position.
Nothing can be this good, and they're not gonna do this again. So,
yeah.
God, what an amazing one-off!
It was so fucking
truly incredible.
It was such a tight episode too. Just slapped.
That fucking head evil cat was so fucking cool looking.
Oh, like with his teeth and shit.
Yeah, the orange one.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I like the little...
He's like his attack, like his fucking whole claw out. That shot was so good.
No, it's all about the little pink kitten chomping, and then just like walks away with the other cats. Mm-hmm. Like just releases.
It's all about
tail is just
Luna.
Fucking skinned.
Yeah. She like sticks it in the water, and it's like fucking heat is coming off it.
Yeah.
Like steam. No, it's all about Luna pushing Rhett Butler into that fucking vent or whatever.
Yeah, fucking the
like
tiny
stepping
hole.
on him,
yeah,
pushing her face into his flab.
Man, so fucking good.
Oh, just the fact that he's just a fucking cat. like Luna is out here as a cat and a person, and she's dealing with this fucking actual cat.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely prime. And that the end shot with his face and his dumb face in the sky is like just fucking pristine. Perfection.
Like this is what Tuxedo Mask is. This is the joke that character is.
Yeah.
This is his analog.
Hell yeah, man.
So fucking funny.
I mean,
yeah.
I think that's it for...
I think that's a podcast.
For me.
And then we've got one more podcast episode to finish out the season.
Yeah.
And then we'll switch over to... We'll do the manga, and then we'll do the Toku show.
Yeah. What is the Toku show?
And stuff.
It does it just cover like the first season, or what is? I forget how it lines up again.
It's adapting the same amount of story.
Okay.
But it's gonna go about it differently.
Gotcha. I was pretty sure it was something like that, but
yeah. That's why I lined it up this way, is that it's the 3 versions of the same amount of material.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm pumped. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm excited to get to the end. Honestly, the other big highlight once we've finished this stuff though is going to be the first movie. Is then what I'm going to be looking forward to. The Sailor Moon R movie.
Oh, is it pretty solid?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the one that's directed by Ikuhara.
Yeah, that'd do it. Yeah.
No Rhett Butler though.
Yeah, I mean, well, he deserves his own film.
I would. It's like the best distillation of what's good about like Sailor Moon's story.
Gotcha.
To me. Yeah, saltcirclepod at gmail.com, saltcirclepod on Twitter, anchor.fm/saltcircle. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels.
I'm not on Twitter. Never been more thankful to not be on Twitter.
Go out there, double fist ice cream cones, live your best life.
I mean, it's the day for it's hot out. Maybe I will.